I'm seeing things I shouldn't see. I'm dreaming things I've never seen.
You're beginning to think in images, concrete images. Hot, cold, light, dark, food, hunger, pain.
Hey guys, hey internet, it's Inkeater, and welcome to VAM, Vinyl and Music News, where we talk about vinyl, music, and just sometimes music news. Anyway, so tonight I actually wanted to talk about, just what are you currently listening to? Recently, a few of my favorite bands have either released albums or on the verge of coming out with a new tour and going to be releasing albums, or they've literally just popped up on my Spotify or my Amazon Prime music list, and I've been absolutely stoked. Granted, with discovering new artists such as like Billie Eilish, I've also found out that a few of my favorite bands, especially a few of my heavy rock, heavy metal sounding, techno heavy bands, we'll just leave it at heavy music, because it's kind of like a round encompassing subject, because some of them are kind of like more heavy metal, and then in other cases, some of them are just techno, dance, hard to the limit type situations. But two bands that I've been recently stoked about because I've been kind of lacking, and I don't know if this happens to anybody else. Let me know down in the comments below if it ever happens to you where you have so many awesome things to listen to, but then there's just something lacking in one area. Whether it's just a certain genre or a certain artist that you really love and you follow their work really closely and they just haven't released any new albums yet, and you're just kind of like, what the fuck is up with that? I don't know if that happens to anybody else. That just might be me and the music nerd in me. That's kind of like my constant. And I've been totally stoked recently because Ladytron released a new CD, or album. Emotion Heap released a few songs off the new Harry Potter something child. Let's just leave it at I'm not in the Harry Potter universe. I stopped at book 4 just because it was way too long and audiobooks weren't a thing in my realm yet. And even now, I'm kind of like, no, not a fan. More into the sci-fi, Star Trek. Ooh, recently rediscovered that Stargate SG-1 is available in full on Amazon, along with Stargate Atlantis, which is kind of like, I'm in love. All the seasons. But it's kind of interesting. I didn't realize till just recently, like, man, that show is really ahead of its time. Kind of wish they would bring it back, but that's just me. But back to music. So Ladytron released an album. Metric released an album. I really, really love the one single that's come out. Beyond that, 21 Pilots, which kind of delved into like the heavy techno side I was looking for, along with Emotion Heap, but it was mostly instrumental. But I'm kind of super stoked for her because she's actually composing a lot more music that isn't just for herself, or isn't just a CD of herself, if that makes any sense. And she's expanding, and it's kind of cool to watch an artist grow like that. I don't know if anybody else can relate, but that's something that I find really pleasing in life, is when you see a celebrity or you see an actor or a friend who creates art doing the thing that they said they were going to do and then some. I have quite a few friends that I am so stoked and happy about, and I think I'll leave that for next week, and we'll talk about artists that you should totally follow in case you're a fellow artist and you're looking for other artwork to follow. But yeah, this week, I've just discovered so much more awesome music and certain bands that have left my life and have pleasantly returned, such as Prodigy. The Prodigy came out with a new album called No Tourist, and it is freaking amazing from beginning to end. It's a crazy wild ride, and it's Prodigy. I absolutely love, and I've played the shit out of that album. And then there's in the heavy metal scene, there's Rammstein, who's gonna be on tour for the next upcoming 3 years and releasing an album, which I'm like, yes. So like this techno heavy metal void is slowly being filled, and I'm slowly like, yes. But it kind of got me thinking, like, has that ever happened to you where you are missing something in your life, and it isn't until you're presented with a situation where you get that said thing that you're like, this is what I've been missing. Granted, still waiting for something similar to Rage Against the Machines. Granted, Prophets of Rage was nice, but it was no Rage Against the Machines. Anyway, ooh, yeah, that's Tom Morello released an album too, which is kind of cool too, as well. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below, what are some albums that you're totally, like, binging on, or some music that you are really obsessed with? Whether it's pop, punk, whatever, classical, you name it, just let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Bye!
Whatever it is that you believe you're seeing, it's not real.
Seeing things before they happen.
Things are not always what they seem in this place. So you can't take anything for granted.